Hey there guys, I hope you are all having a very good weekend. Now, Oscar Dela Hoya and Eddie Hearn have gotten themselves into a little Twitter tiff. Oscar Dela Hoya claims that Ruiz and Joshua are having problems to get made for the rematch. He had a salty reply to Eddie Hearn's comments that Canelo does not want to fight Golovkin for a third time, and the fact that Canelo has been made franchise champion by the WBC. Oscar Dela Hoya had this to say. You worry about securing the rematch for Joshua against Ruiz for DAZN, which I hear you are having problems with, and Eddie Hearn has since replied saying, "Friendly bet, my fight gets made before yours." So these two are having a little tiff between each other. I think Eddie Hearn is seeing it as a light-hearted response, but I don't think Oscar De La Hoya is taking it the same way. Perhaps Oscar De La Hoya does not understand that Eddie Hearn is just trying to wind him up. There's nothing really in this. Eddie Hearn is not having a go at Oscar De La Hoya. He's not calling him out. He just does this. He likes to jibe at people. He likes all of these subplots. That's what he calls them in fights. It's not just about the fight. It's about the build-up and the beef between promoters, managers and trainers, and all of that just makes the fight better, the event better, and adds a little bit more spice to the actual fight. I suspect Eddie Hearn is just trying to wind Oscar De La Hoya up, and it seems to have worked because Oscar De La Hoya just had to fire something back. In typical Oscar De La Hoya fashion, he went straight for Eddie Hearn after Eddie Hearn claimed that he was not happy with Canelo dodging Golovkin and the fact that Canelo will be made franchise champion by the WBC. He made his feelings known. Now, is the Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz rematch in doubt and in jeopardy and having problems? I mean, there's always going to be a few little niggles in that. Andy Ruiz has come out and said he wants more money if it's going to be in the UK, but I don't think there's really too many problems. There is a contract in place, a rematch clause, and that is solid. I mean, Anthony Joshua can dictate quite a bit in the rematch, and I know it seems like because he's the challenger he shouldn't, but then again he did give Andy Ruiz the opportunity to fight for the unified heavyweight titles at Madison Square Garden when he was not highly ranked by any of the governing bodies. So he was a year, 18 months away from another world title shot, and Anthony Joshua gave him the fast track. It was a great opportunity for Andy Ruiz, and he took it with both hands. But he has to give Anthony Joshua the rematch on his terms, because as I said, Anthony Joshua gave him the opportunity of a lifetime first time around. So Anthony Joshua can dictate things in the rematch. So some things will just be set in stone in the rematch clause, so there won't be too many problems, and there's not much that Andy Ruiz can do to get out of it. He has tried to, I think. I think Al Heyman probably got in his head and said he shouldn't be taking the Anthony Joshua rematch. Maybe he should go for a Deontay Wilder fight or something, undisputed. But he cannot do that. And I don't think this is Andy Ruiz talking. This is Al Heyman talking. He seems to get in his fighters' heads just as Shelley Finkel does. They done that to Deontay Wilder. Anyway, that's just the way it goes. I don't think there will be any problems with the rematch. It will go ahead November, December. I hope it's in the UK, but I think I have a suspicion it could be in the US. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on Oscar De La Hoya's little tiff with Eddie Hearn? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up, and subscribe if you are new. Thanks, guys.